Okay, so here's part two, another 2D design from Rebecca Callahan's class. You're going to have student work submit you images like this, where it's really orange. Beautiful design, and the image quality brings it down a bit. And if it's an online show, everything's about the image itself. So a couple things here. You can, excuse me, you can go up to image here, and then you can go down to, and I showed this in the previous one, you go down to adjustments and you go down to photo filter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click this and change it to blue. And I'm going to click OK. And I feel like that it's somewhat neutralized it into more of a white. And if it's too blue, a neutral white, if it's too blue, you can always scroll down a little bit and be like, ah. But to be honest, I think right around there was good. Just like a little bit like right here. Let's just go to 18. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. I think 25 was better, but I'm actually looking at the gray and white here, and I wanted that, just don't want that to look too blue. I'll go right here. Okay. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my paint bucket, because I can fill all this in with white paint because it's a white board. As long as I don't touch the image itself, it's going to look pretty good. So before I do that, though, I'm going to go to image again. I'm going to go adjustments. I'm going to go to levels. From levels, I'm just going to make it a little lighter and make it slightly darker. And that just increased the contrast a little bit. And I'm going to go out just a hair. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to hit, making sure down here that I have the white selected, right? Just pure white. And I'm going to fill it in. And there you go. If there's any negative spaces inside of this, which there aren't now, you can always just kind of click in here. But it looks like this found its way in, I think. And I think this found its way in, but I'm just going to click them anyway. Well, this one's still kind of orange. If you can see that down here, it's slightly orange. So I'm going to click that. And I believe that's it. So now I'm looking at this, and it still has kind of an orange tinge to it, whereas before I thought it was more on the blue side. So I'm just going to go back to image, and I'm going to go to adjustments, and I'm going to go to photo filter again. And everybody has their own little like tricks to change things. Now it's really blue, so I'm just going to pull it down. So this is where I had it originally. I'm just going to pull this up a little bit, and I feel that's more of a neutral gray. And I can click the preview button and look at what it was before. I only went up 3. Let's see what if I go up to like 5. I think that's a little better. Okay, so I neutralized the gray. I'm gonna hit OK. And this seems to be ready to go. File, save as. Go to format, change it to JPEG. It's already in a JPEG. I'm going to click this. Oh, actually, I'm just going to save it, and it's going to replace. I'm going to replace it. Yes, that's what I want to replace. Okay, good. Next thing I'm going to do is there's another image here, right? So again, this is not photographed in a square, squared up to the camera. So I'm going to fix that. So I'm going to hit Command, and I'm going to hit the little quotation mark, and double click this, go there. Then I'm going to go to Edit. Sorry. Yes, Edit, Transform, Distort. There we go. And I'm going to pull this out. And I'm going to pull this in. Trying to line this up. All right. I'm also looking at the line down here. I'm trying to line that up as well. It's almost perfect, but I just want to double check it. So I'm going to pull this in. Right there. Pull this out. Come on. Can't click on the little thingy. Why aren't you pulling out? All right, well, technical difficulty. I don't know why it's not recognizing me. That's my computer. There we go. I'll grab that one. All right, I'm just going to grab this one then. The other one's being difficult. I'm going to pull it up a little bit, square it up. I think like right there is about good. All right. Sure I can't pull this out. Nope. Okay. I'm going to hit return. That freezes it. Click this guy. And then I'm going to take the grid off. All right, it looks like we squared this up. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to frame it. And try to make it somewhat even on both sides. Great. And I'm going to turn. Now, do you see how this kind of bevels a little bit here in the center? This is where you can play with that lens correction. I think it's under, yeah, it's under filter, and you go to lens correction. It's right here. What it does, it opens it up in here, and if you click on custom, and then you go to remove distortion, sometimes that does it. Nope. I was kind of going for the other. So this is if there's a fisheye, you can kind of fix it there. I don't think there was any problem with that part. It's just mostly here on this right side. So then you can go vertical perspective. You can change it here. Oh, you change it here. No, that doesn't work. So I think it's more on the, I'm going to go back to 0. It's more on the horizontal perspective. So I'm actually not going to play around with this. It's a little too much. I just wanted to show you. I'm going to hit cancel. Next thing, it feels like this is not as dark of a black you can get. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to image levels, and I'm just going to adjust, bring this up to there and bring this down to there. And then you're going to have a more of a rich, darker black as your final image. And this feels like it would be decent student work. And in this case, I don't know if it's worth using the paint bucket approach and doing this, because what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go in all of these little sections. It might be worth it, but you have to go in all these little sections and click the paint button. But when you're done, you're going to have this nice photo. The design's still there. It's cut paper. It's probably what it looks like without the poor documentation. And then you're good to go. So I'm just kind of clicking. Someone who has actually taught Photoshop will probably have a completely different approach to this, but I'm just sharing what I've used over the years and what I find fast, effective, and you don't have to spend too much time doing it. Okay, I'm almost done. I think I have all the yellow out. That looks good to me. This is ready for exhibition, which is cut paper. File, save as. Oops, wrong button. Right here, go down to JPEG, because it changed to a Photoshop file because I distorted the image, so it changed to a Photoshop file. So I just changed it as a JPEG as a saving aspect, and I'm going to save it to my downloads. And I'm good to go. Excellent. Let me know if you have any questions. Goodbye.